Guys, I'm Josh Hatcher. Welcome back to manlyhood.com. This is our web series entitled More Than a Mustache, What Makes You a Man. I remember being a kid and my peach fuzz started to come in. I got a little fuzzy on my lip and I thought, man, I'm a man now. And I'll be honest with you, here I am 35 years old, so it's another 20 years, 20 plus years since that started happening, and I'm realizing that I don't think we're ever fully the man we can be. I think that's one of those things that we strive for. So we always have room for improvement. We always have room to grow. And that's why a web series like this, I think, is kind of important, because it helps us to see and recognize what things are the qualities and the characteristics of a man, and how do I strive for those. So we talked about responsibility, we talked about independence and resiliency, and this week, part 3 of our series is wisdom. I asked, I worked on this list of items with my 14-year-old son, and he came up with some ideas. We came up with them together, and I said, well, let's look at people you admire, and tell me what it is that you admire about them. And he said, I really admire Benjamin Franklin. And we talked about it. There's a lot of reasons why he admired him, and one of them was his wisdom. Ben has a lot of great quotes. And, he was writing the Poor Richard Almanac, and he would just write so many good pieces of truth in there. And, I want to make it clear, intelligence is not the same thing as wisdom. And you can be young and still have wisdom. But wisdom tends to come with experience, or it tends to come with age, and it tends to come, I don't know. I think there's a spirituality kind of behind wisdom as well. But when you're in school, you're learning things, and you're gathering and gaining intelligence. You're learning data. But data without application means nothing. Information without application is just data. That's all it is, just information. Wisdom is what happens when it's applied. So you can be young and still apply information and get wisdom. So, I want you to think about that. Don't worry so much about what you know. Worry about what it looks like when it's on the pavement, when it's in real life. What does life look like? Do you make decisions that are the smart thing, or do you make decisions that are the wise thing? And I'll also say this, I think wisdom is one of those things that you learn from your mentors. And, we'll talk about that in part 5 of our series. We'll talk about mentorship. But I just want to say, if you really want to get wise, surround yourself with wise people. Because the people that speak into your life, they say, you are going to have to learn this lesson. Those are the people you want in your life. You want those people to speak into you and teach you. So I think that's what makes us wise sometimes. At the same time, the other thing that makes us wise is when we don't listen and we go out and we do what they said not to do, and then our life falls apart, and then we have to pick ourselves up and we learn the lesson the hard way. So I'll tell you what, I would rather have a bunch of really wise friends in my life helping me learn right from wrong and helping me to grow than to have to learn it the hard way. Wouldn't you agree? So anyway, wisdom, that's the mark of a man. That is one of the things that makes you a man and makes you more than just a mustache. Keep coming back for more of our web series here at manlyhood.com. Our next session we're going to talk about is action. So we'll talk about that in just a little while next week. Thanks.